If you clicked on this video, then that means you must want to know about my year off social media. To know why I took the year off, it was for a couple of reasons, but we got to go back to 2023. So in 2023, it's like I was doing a lot of stuff. I had an account on Instagram for this little comic sketch series that I started, and I would post a little sketch that I would do, and I would post it like every Wednesday. And it was just kind of like to brighten up people's day and share a laugh. And on that platform, I just felt like I wanted to be a little bit more engaged. So I started to do book recommendations, and it was under My Thoughts Created. And that's where I did both of those things. Now on TikTok, I had My Thoughts Created, but I just posted the book recommendations there, and that was it. And I also, at that time, started a business where I was selling stickers and bookmarks, and I was trying to get more engaged on Instagram and TikTok under that account when I had that for my business. And then it was like I was trying to do stuff on my personal account because I wanted to start YouTube, and I ended up starting YouTube. And like I said before, if you've seen some of my previous videos, it's like with YouTube, I thought I had to have a niche, like that one specific thing that my channel was going to be about, and like go from there. And I didn't have that, but I did do book recommendations. I did cook. I baked something on here once before. And I don't know, I just felt like I was getting overwhelmed. And I think it was because I was coming from a place of like, how can I quickly get more followers? How can I make my business grow and my accounts grow on social media and on YouTube? That's still social media, but yeah. Anyway, how can I make these things grow and trying to do it faster? And at the same time, I would get burned out because sometimes I'll be working on this account and I wouldn't have like the sketch ready for that Wednesday so I could post. And it's like I would hurry up and try to do that. And I got kind of like burned out. And then I would also compare myself to other people on these platforms, people that I would follow. And it just made me kind of get like in a really kind of low place, because it would be that point of comparison. It's like, dang, look at their lives. Look how things are going for them. Look how stuff is working out. It's like, it don't even look like they putting in that much effort to whatever it is they're doing. And it's just like, dang, I need to do better. I need to be better. And at the same time, it's like, I didn't know exactly how I was going to do that. It was just me looking at them, and it's just like, man, why is this so easy for them and not for me, type of thing. And it's like, that was not healthy. That was not cool to be comparing myself to them, because I was ignoring like all the stuff that I was accomplishing and all the stuff that I, was working through and growing through, and all of that I had accomplished at that time. It's like, it wasn't enough. And it's like, I needed to do more. And I realized that I had dug myself in this rabbit hole, and it was not fun to be in. So my business didn't grow as quickly or how I wanted it to. It's not that it wasn't doing well. It's just like the traction wasn't there like I was hoping it was going to be. And it was like I was putting more money into it than I was getting out of it. So at first I was like, well, let me do a rebrand, name change. Let me figure this out and try to put everything under one umbrella instead of having these 3 different platforms. It's like, because it was just me working on this stuff. And it's just like, let me try to figure something out, change something up, and just put it under all one thing. And then I got to the point where it's like, I keep putting so much money into the business that it was like, I don't know if I can hold on to it for another year like I would like to, another year and beyond like I would like to. So I decided to just close it. And at first I was a little disappointed. Like, that disappointment didn't last long because I shifted the way I was looking at it. I changed my perspective on how things were playing out, because I knew going into it, like all of it. I knew going into all of it that my intentions weren't set, and coming from a place of love and coming from a place of creativity. It was more so like, how can I quickly get this done to quickly get the results that I would like to see? And not saying that can't happen, but I feel like when you do something that you're excited about, passionate about, you're supposed to enjoy it. That's what I feel like. With the business, I didn't really get much of an opportunity to really create like I wanted to. And I tried to be engaged on those accounts for my business, which was Operation Red Fox. That was the name of it. But just like the traction of trying to get people to come and follow the account and go buy the product is like, it wasn't balancing out. And I could say for my book recommendations account on TikTok, that was growing. I felt good about that. With YouTube, I kind of felt like it was just starting to lean more on the side of only book recommendations, although that's not what I just wanted it to be. I wanted it to be a little more than just that. And like I said, I started to compare myself with other people and where they were and how they were doing things. And it's just like, you know what? No, I needed to stop. I needed to take a moment to like heal and acknowledge my feelings and heal those wounds and feelings, and realize and take time to see, like, dang, what is it that I really want out of this? Like, is this something I really, really would like to do? But like I was saying, when I decided to close my business, and I was disappointed for a little moment, but then like I said, I changed my perspective on it, and I realized that, dang, you know, me, never been to like any business school, didn't take any business classes, just trying to figure things out as I was going. Could I tell you what to do now? I could not. I wish I could. I would share with you if I could tell you how to start a business. I don't even remember all the steps I took because it was a blur. But I can say I took the time to figure it out. I did my best. I asked questions even when I was like nervous to do so. I realized that I did it. And so if I did it once, I could do it again. And then it's like I showed myself that I could do it. You know, some people have dreams and stuff and they let fear get in the way. Because I've done that. I let fear get in the way, like, for a lot of things for a majority of my life so far. And I was like, no, I'm finna do this. I'm finna take time. I did my best, but that didn't work out. And it's okay, because I feel like me stepping back from that and from social media gave me time to like really think about what I wanted out of life and just all of it in general. And at first I was slightly hesitant, just very slightly for a moment, that it's like, dang, if I get off of Instagram and TikTok, then I'm probably gonna miss out on something and blah 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 blah. That only lasted for a second. So all of last year, like, it really gave me time to think if I really wanted to be on social media. Because sometimes I would take breaks from social media and just be fine. Not this long a break. It probably would be like about a month or two, and then I would get back on or whatever. But I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take this whole year off. And it was a good decision because I was more present with stuff that was going on around me. Like, I got to try new things, like feeding a llama. I've never fed a llama. And they do some gross stuff. Like, when they get mad at each other, they blow snot and like spit on each other. It's so rude and so nasty. But it was a cool experience to be able to do that. And I traveled somewhere new. I had never been to Arizona before, and I went to Arizona, spent some time there. That was cool. And some other stuff that I got to do that I was like really, really present for. And I also made space for myself to ask myself, like, okay, is YouTube something I would still like to do? Is the book recommendation something I would still like to do? And at some point, I think it was like close to the end of last year, I made the decision to delete my book recommendation account on TikTok and Instagram. I deleted my business account way before then on both platforms. And I didn't post at all last year for YouTube. And at first I was hesitant to delete my TikTok book recommendation account because, like I said, it was growing. It was doing well. But it's like, if I was gonna go back into it, I wanted everything to be under one umbrella. So I even changed the name on my personal accounts. So, which you are here, O.A.K, only Ash knows. Then even with me being off social media, I still had stuff that I needed to work through and grow through, especially with comparison. Oh my God. I have a video on here about comparison, but it was like so bad. It was so bad. And at the end of the year, it's like end of last year and like the very beginning of this year, January, it was like so bad because it was like I didn't feel like I knew exactly what I wanted to do or would like to do. And I would talk to the universe like, hey, I'm out here struggling because I don't know what I want to do. I think I thought I wanted to do this. I was trying to do this. None of this is working out right now. I need your help. And it's like, if I were gonna go back on social media, I didn't want to go back in there with this same mindset of me comparing myself to other people, because I was still doing that. And I realized it came back up at the end of last year. And it's like, okay, I really need to acknowledge where these feelings are actually coming from. And I need to work through these feelings. And I needed to start celebrating myself in the things that I was doing and actually accomplished and accomplishing and figuring out. And it's stuff that some people don't take time to do. Check in with yourself. What do I need right now? And how can I help myself? And so when I deleted those accounts, like I said, and I talked to the universe, and I was like, what is it that I'm supposed to be here doing? What is it that I'm actually interested in? What is it that I will actually enjoy? And so the thought of YouTube and the thought of doing YouTube came back to me. And then it was like, okay, but how will I go about doing this? And I was like, you know what? Forget what the people tell you about like having a niche and all that. Like, just forget that. Do whatever you want to do and have fun doing it. Don't put any pressure on yourself. Don't put like any time restraints. If you don't have a video ready to put out on the day that you normally put it out, that's okay. Get it done and put it out the next week or the week after. It's like I wanted to go in this without feeling burned out. And it's like a lot of YouTubers I like and I follow, they've been going hard for a good minute, and they got their 100,000 and on to 1 million subscribers. But then they end up taking this huge break because they didn't just bit on here, just going. And it's like, okay, yes, I would like to grow, get my first YouTube plaque of 100,000 subscribers or on to 1 million plus or whatever. It's like, yes, I would love that. But at the same time, I'm not finna burn myself out trying to do that. It's like, no ma'am, no sir, no thank you. It's like, I want to have fun with it. I want to enjoy learning different ways to edit and add text and make it more cinematic once, you know, I get to that point. But I learned how to better do the color grading on my phone so the video quality looks better than when I previously started. And learning about lighting. That's why I had this nice little lamp on, kind of brighten up my face and everything. But I also knew that I just wanted a refresh. If I was gonna go back into being on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, I wanted a refresh. I wanted everything to be under one umbrella. It's like I didn't want to have to keep going from over here, let me log out over here, go over here, do stuff for this one, and blah blah blah. It's like, okay, let me just have this one not necessarily platform because it's 3 platforms, but an account for each one. I did the name change because my friend, he has, I don't know if he want me to say it, but his Instagram is O.B.K. And I was like, dang. And I knew what that stood for. And I was asked him, could I use that? I didn't have any intention at first to use it on here or any of the other platforms. I literally was just using it for myself to kind of create a sort of vision board / bingo card for myself to try new things throughout all of last year. I would show y'all, but I don't think I want to share it. But I did create like a little bingo board for myself, and it had some different stuff on there, like travel someplace new, try new food, and it's just like a bunch of different stuff and how it like shaded in like a little bingo card. But anyway, so I was like, dang, can I use your like little tag or handle or whatever you want to call it and just switch the B to an A? And I don't know, I was working on something one day, and y'all don't judge me, but it wasn't it wasn't until I was working on this thing one day and I wrote it down, O.A.K. And I was like, oh my God, that spells oak. And I looked up the meaning of the oak tree, but I ended up putting it in my sketchbook. Matter of fact, I got my sketchbook right here. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the page. And I don't know. It wasn't this that I originally realized that it spelled oak. It was something else I did. But anyway, and I put it in here and I was just like, you know, number one, I'm having a lot of growth these past couple of years. But it's like, once I realized that spelled oak, like the tree, I don't know, that just kind of shift things for me. 2025 came around, and then it's like, okay, I can get back on social media. My year of not being on there is up. But the thing is, I was not in a rush to log back in, honestly. I really enjoyed not being on there. It's like I wasn't really eager to go back into them. It's like I didn't feel like I had to be on there compared to before when I would low-key just like doom scroll. And going back in, it's just like I don't feel a need to post anything on there on either of those platforms. It's like I went on there and I deleted a lot of photos that I had under my personal account. I think it might be like 3 pictures on there now. I deleted videos on TikTok that I had. Some I left because I was like, well, these are kind of motivational, so I'll leave these on there. And I've been trying to find a way to be engaged on these platforms. Whatever it is I do, whether it be on YouTube or those platforms, it's just, I want to be me. And I want to be intentionally myself when I share. I want to share because I really feel like somebody might like this, or this may be encouraging to somebody, or this is something I feel like will brighten up somebody's day because it brightened up mine, type of thing. I hope this makes sense. I really do hope this makes sense. But coming back on here, I like stuff that's like a little more cinematic vibe to it and a storytelling kind of vibe to it. So I'm trying to figure out how can I do that for my platforms and be more engaged on those. I just want to post, be done, and move on. Because it's like I do now get on and scroll for a moment, but not like I used to. As soon as I see something ridiculous or crazy, or I feel like it doesn't align with me, I get off. And I felt like that year off really did me some good. I feel good being back on YouTube. I'm steadily growing. Y'all, people do not understand. I don't know. Some people do appreciate, you know, their followers, although it's like a smaller number. As far as I know right now, I'm at 18 subscribers, and I'm truly, truly grateful and thankful for all of you. Like, when I tell you, I am so appreciative, because it's like you got to start somewhere, and as you continue to grow, those people that's meant to follow along your journey will show up. So I am truly, truly grateful for all of you. It's like, do I have goals in mind? It's like, absolutely. I'm almost at 20 subscribers. That was literally my first goal. The next is 50. The next is I think maybe 500, I don't know. And it's just so on and so forth. It's just like I'm not putting pressure on myself to like hammer out a video or be on social media. It's just like whatever I feel led to do, then I'll do it. That was basically my year off social media, which was good. But I grew a lot within myself. And I got to a point where I realized that what I would like to do is possible, and how I would like to do it is possible, and that what I have to share and offer, that's enough, you know, because that was something I really struggled with, not feeling like enough. And that's where comparison would come in and be so bad for me. And so now I'm in a better place, in a better space, because I just see more possibilities as I continue to grow and work through, because I still got stuff to work through, but I'm growing in the process. And then it's like I'm getting out of my comfort zone, because it's like I'm putting myself out there with the possibility of judgment. I hope it's not none, but if it is, it's okay. People have a right to their opinions. But getting to the place where I don't pick up and take on somebody's opinions about me as my own anymore, because I did that growing up. And it's like, no, we just finna live life and enjoy life and try new things and do our best and show up for ourselves and be kind to others. But anyway, I really do think this video is probably finna be all over the place, but I hope y'all, nevertheless, I hope y'all were able to follow along. And yeah, that was my year off social media. Have y'all ever thought about taking time off social media just to, I don't know, like refresh and get your mind off things and just take a breath for a moment and enjoy the outdoors, enjoy new activities, and be more present? Have y'all thought about doing that? It doesn't even have to be for a year. It could be like for a week or a month or however long you feel like you would like to do it. Have you thought about doing that? Or have you done it before? But anyway, I hope y'all are having a great day. And if you're not, I hope you do something for yourselves to make your day better. All right, see you.